The past week has been an absolute whirlwind for Arsenal supporters, filled with unexpected twists, emotional highs, and dramatic turns that have kept fans on edge. It all began on Wednesday morning when devastating news broke that Kai Havertz had suffered yet another injury setback. Considering how frustrating and disruptive his injuries were last season, this latest blow felt like a massive setback, almost as if all the progress made was suddenly under threat. Just when it seemed like the mood around the club was set to sink, everything shifted within hours. By the evening, Arsenal fans found themselves celebrating as reports confirmed that the club had reignited their pursuit of the incredibly talented Ibaraki Eze. Within just a few days, the dream became reality when the English midfielder was officially unveiled to a packed and electrified Emirates Stadium, instantly lifting spirits and restoring excitement. As if Eze's signing was not enough to get the Arsenal faithful buzzing, rumors quickly resurfaced that the club was still active in the market and possibly on the verge of securing yet another addition. This potential signing, much like Eze, has been described as the kind of player who could generate the same level of enthusiasm and anticipation that Eze's arrival has already sparked. It is important to remember, however, that even before Eze joined the squad, Arsenal had already been enjoying a hugely successful transfer window. The earlier arrivals of Victor Gyökeres and Martin Zubimendi were seen as major coups, with both players expected to make an immediate impact on the starting 11. On top of that, the additions of Noni Madueke and Christian Mosquera have added much-needed squad depth, giving manager Andrea Berra more options and flexibility across multiple positions. In total, Arsenal have already brought in 7 new players this summer, showing a clear intent to strengthen in both quality and depth. Yet despite such impressive activity, there remains a sense within the club that one more piece is needed to complete the puzzle. Reports suggest that the Gunners are still determined to make another statement signing, someone who could be viewed in the same light as Eze, another injection of class and ambition. According to the highly respected journalist David Ornstein of The Athletic, Arsenal's attention has now shifted towards Piero Hincapié, the Bayer Leverkusen defender. Ornstein has revealed that the Ecuadorian center-back is eager to leave the German club before the transfer window closes, and what makes this story even more intriguing is that his preferred destination is none other than Arsenal. If the deal goes through, it would cap off what is already shaping up to be one of the most exciting and transformative windows the North London club has enjoyed in years. The last 7 days or so have been nothing short of a dramatic rollercoaster ride for Arsenal fans, packed with unexpected developments, shifting emotions, and a whirlwind of transfer speculation that has made this period one of the most eventful in recent memory. It all began with a wave of frustration and disappointment when, on Wednesday morning, news broke that Kai Havertz had suffered yet another injury setback. For many supporters, this was a particularly painful announcement, as Havertz had already endured a difficult previous season where his fitness issues often limited his consistency and overall impact on the pitch. To hear that he would once again be sidelined felt like a major hammer blow, dampening spirits and sparking concerns about whether Arsenal would be able to count on him in the crucial months ahead. Yet, in true football fashion, the mood shifted dramatically within hours. By the end of that very same day, the gloom had turned to excitement and even jubilation, as credible reports emerged that Arsenal were making significant progress in their pursuit of the immensely talented Ibaraki Eze. The rumors quickly transformed into reality, and within just a few days, the Englishman was officially presented to a packed and electrified Emirates Stadium. The sight of Eze in Arsenal colours lifted the spirits of the fanbase in an instant, with many believing that his creativity, technical ability, and versatility could prove game-changing in the seasons ahead. For Arsenal fans, it was a dream moment that turned what had started as a gloomy week into one full of renewed hope and anticipation. But the story didn't end there. As if bringing in a player of Eze's caliber wasn't already enough to energize the club and its supporters, new reports suggested that Arsenal were far from done in the transfer market. The club were once again linked with another signing, one that carried the potential to generate just as much enthusiasm as the arrival of Eze. It seemed clear that the club's management, led by Andrea Berra, were determined not only to strengthen Arsenal's starting 11 but also to add depth and quality across the squad, ensuring they could compete strongly on all fronts throughout the long season ahead. It is important to remember that even before Eze walked through the doors at the Emirates, Arsenal were already having a transfer window that could be described as nothing less than outstanding. The acquisitions of Victor Gyökeres, a prolific striker with the physicality and finishing instincts to trouble any defense, and Martin Zubimendi, a technically gifted midfielder whose composure and vision make him an ideal fit for Arsenal's style of play, were already seen as transformational additions. Both players are expected to slot straight into the first team and provide an immediate boost in quality, making Arsenal more competitive in both domestic and European competitions. On top of these headline signings, Arsenal had also been smart in adding depth across other areas of the pitch. The arrival of Noni Madueke has added flair, pace, and creativity to the wide positions, offering a fresh attacking option to complement the likes of Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. Meanwhile, Christian Mosquera has bolstered the defense, providing youth, energy, and the potential to develop into a long-term solution at the back. These signings highlight a balance between targeting established players who can deliver right away and investing in promising talents who can grow with the club over time. With these moves, Arsenal had already brought in 7 new players under Andrea Berra's guidance, a clear indication of just how ambitious and forward-thinking the club has been during this window. Yet despite this already impressive list of arrivals, there is still a sense of urgency and determination within the club to add at least one more high-profile name before the window closes. It reflects a mindset that Arsenal are no longer content with simply being competitive. They want to push boundaries, close the gap with Europe's elite, and give themselves the best possible chance of achieving silverware in the near future. According to the highly respected journalist David Ornstein of The Athletic, Arsenal's attention is now firmly focused on Piero Hincapié, the talented Ecuadorian defender who currently plays for Bayer Leverkusen. Ornstein has reported that Hincapié is eager to leave the Bundesliga side this month, and what makes the situation particularly exciting for Arsenal fans is that his preferred destination is none other than the Emirates Stadium. The centre-back has already built a strong reputation in Germany for his defensive intelligence, composure on the ball, and ability to play out from the back, qualities that align perfectly with Arsenal's philosophy under Andrea Berra. If Arsenal are able to finalize a deal for Hincapié, it would mark yet another statement of intent from the North London club, capping off a transfer window that has already brought in a blend of world-class talent, squad reinforcements, and long-term prospects. Such a signing would not only add further depth to Arsenal's defensive options but also send a clear message to rivals that the Gunners are serious about building a squad capable of challenging for major honors both in the Premier League and in Europe. For fans, the last week has been a whirlwind of emotions, from the despair of Havertz's injury setback to the euphoria of Ise's arrival, and now the anticipation of another potential marquee addition. It has been a reminder of just how quickly the fortunes of a football club can change and how Arsenal, more than ever, appear determined to seize every